As of this upload, Steph Curry is currently playing in his 6th NBA Finals. So for this video, we're going to stack up his and some other NBA legends' finals opponents in the form of a starting 5. My main rule is that I'm factoring how the player performed in the finals rather than their overall career. Let's see which player had the biggest hands to fill. Speaking of hands to fill, to find out if hand size even matters as far as NFL quarterbacks are concerned, check out the Game Day's latest investigation on their new series by clicking that top link down below or card on screen. Stephen Curry's all-time finals opponent point guard is Kyrie Irving. Kyrie has faced Steph in 2-ish finals, mainly 2016 and 2017 and one game in 2015. He was traded by 2018, so that's technically 3 finals. While all-time Steph is the better point guard when compared to Kyrie, when they squared off, it always seemed like Kyrie sorta had Steph's number, as in Steph had a harder time guarding Kyrie than Kyrie did guarding Steph. It was also Kyrie who hit that shot of shots over Steph Curry to help the Cavs win in Game 7 in 2016. Our shooting guard is Jaylen Brown. Jaylen Brown is facing Steph Curry in this current 2022 NBA Finals, and for his first finals, he's doing a great job. He's currently averaging 22.7 points per game, 7.3 rebounds per game, 4.3 assists per game, and this series looks like it could go either way. One thing's for sure, it's been some great basketball. At small forward, we have the Terminator. Kawhi not, we're picking Kawhi Leonard, who beat the Warriors during the 2019 Finals. Sure, KD and Klay Thompson had injury issues, but this still was an impressive victory for the Raptors. At power forward, we have LeBron James. This one needs no explanation. The only thing I would have to explain is positioning. I like LeBron at the 4 more than I like Kawhi at the 4. We could include Jason Tatum here, but I like Kawhi and LeBron over Tatum as of right now. At center is Kevin Love, and Kevin Love had one of the toughest jobs during that Game 7 in 2016. He was tasked with guarding Steph late in the 4th quarter of Game 7, and for a big man, he did an excellent job. Everyone remembers LeBron's block on Iggy, even non-basketball fans have seen that, and they also remember Kyrie's shot over Curry, but not many remember Kevin Love's defense that stopped Curry from hitting a 3 in those final moments. Overall, this starting 5 looks like the ultimate Warriors dynasty stopper. If the Cavs had this starting 5 with no injuries for all those times they faced off against the Warriors, I think they easily beat even those KD-led Warriors teams, especially with Kawhi's defense. We did Curry first, we gotta do his greatest finals rival next, and that's LeBron James. At point guard is Steph Curry. Tony Parker is a fair runner-up, but Steph faced LeBron 4 times versus Tony's 3 times. Curry is easily the greatest shooter in NBA history and the second best point guard of all time so far. Shooting guard is Klay Thompson. You can't have one Splash Brother without the other. Klay is a 3-time champ so far, from beating LeBron 3 times in the NBA Finals. At small forward, we got Kevin Durant. This is a super close call between KD and Kawhi Leonard. Both are finals MVPs from beating LeBron, but I'm giving this one to KD as he beat LeBron twice and faced him 3 times if we count his Thunder days, whereas Kawhi Leonard only beat LeBron once so far. Our power forward is Dirk Nowitzki. Now, I could have had Leonard at the 3 and slide KD at the 4, but you simply cannot forget about Dirk in LeBron's finals legacy. Dirk beat all the odds and stopped the King from getting his first ring in 2011. He's one of the best 3-point shooting big men in league history. At center, we have Tim Duncan, who swept LeBron in 2007 and split against the Heat 1-1 in 2013 and 2014. Tim is one of the best big men to ever play NBA basketball. This starting 5 is nearly unguardable. Positions 1 through 4 have pretty much unlimited range, and with Tim anchoring the defense, LeBron is definitely going to need some help to stop this team. And if he somehow managed to face Kobe in the 2009 finals, it would have been overkill. Speaking of Kobe, here's the Black Mamba's opponent's starting 5. At point guard, we have Jason Kidd, who got swept by Kobe in 2002, but he's still one of the best floor generals that Kobe has ever faced in the finals. Our shooting guard is Allen Iverson. The answer was going up an uphill battle trying to step over Kobe and Shaq, but he was at least able to step over Tyronn Lue. Kobe beat him in 5 games during that 2001 NBA Finals series. Our small forward is Paul Pierce. For 2 of Kobe's Finals, that Lakers vs Celtics rivalry was alive and well, and Paul is the best small forward that Kobe ever faced in the finals, as he beat Kobe in 2008 but lost to him in 2010. Our power forward, we gotta go with the big ticket Kevin Garnett. Like Paul, Kevin Garnett faced Kobe twice, beating him in 08 and losing to the Mamba in 2010. Center is a tough one. We could go with Dwight Howard or Ben Wallace. Howard in his prime, you can argue, is the better overall player compared to Ben, but in terms of facing Kobe in the finals, Big Ben was actually able to beat the Lakers, whereas Dwight lost so bad he ended up playing for Kobe short down the road. This team is a pretty scary starting five, but I don't know if they can beat peak Kobe and Shaq in their primes. Kobe is one of the all-time GOATs. Rest in peace to the Mamba. Speaking of GOATs, here's the GOAT of the sport, Michael Jordan's opponent, starting five. Point guard is a close call between Gary Payton, John Stockton, and Magic Johnson. While John faced Jordan twice in the finals, he lost to Jordan twice in the finals, so I don't know if that's a good thing or if it should be counted against him for losing twice when he got a second chance. If Magic got a second chance to face Jordan, would he find a way to beat him? I'm not sure, but the only way to find out would kinda be to put him on the spot, so I guess that's how he gets this pick. At shooting guard, we got Clyde the Glide Drexler. Clyde faced Jordan once in the 1992 finals, and of course Jordan beat him in 6 games, but he's still one of the best shooting guards Jordan has ever faced in a finals series. Our small forward is Charles Barkley. Chuck won his MVP during that 1993 NBA season and had one of the best seasons of his career, making it all the way to the finals. Just his luck, his finals opponent had to be the greatest player to ever enter the NBA, which is Jordan, and Chuck lost in 6 games. Charles went on to actually needing Jordan's help from Mike and Big Chungus to get his basketball talent from the Monstars. Our power forward is Karl Malone, who is one of the greatest power forwards to face MJ in the finals. Like Chuck, Karl won his first MVP during that 96-97 season and then made it all the way to the finals only to lose to MJ. Malone got another chance to lose to MJ one season later, and that's exactly what happened. Our center is one of the best centers to never win a dunk contest, and that's Shawn Kemp, who went up against the best dunker to win multiple dunk contests, Michael Jordan. Shawn faced Jordan during the 1996 NBA Finals, and if you can guess who won that series in 6 games, if your guess is anything other than Big Chungus' teammate, then you're wrong, because it was Jordan. 2 Big Chungus jokes in one segment. Seems pretty tough to deal with, but is it tougher than this starting five? And last but not least, I think we have one of the toughest opponent starting five in NBA history with Magic Johnson's opponents. At point guard, we got Isaiah Thomas, who faced Johnson twice in the finals during the 88 and 89 seasons. He lost to Magic in 7 games during the 88 finals and then swept him in the rematch in 89. Thomas is probably the 3rd best point guard of all time, right behind Steph Curry and Magic Johnson himself. Shooting guard, we easily have the GOAT of the sport, MJ. How can you not pick him for this spot? Small forward, I could go with Scottie Pippen here, but this easily goes to Dr. J. Julius Erving. The Doctor faced the Lakers 3 times in the finals and beat him in 1983. Everyone talks about the Lakers versus Celtics rivalry, but one of the most underrated rivalries in sports history is the Lakers versus 76ers rivalry, which not only includes those 80s battles, but that 2001 Lakers versus Allen Iverson 76ers. Our power forward, speaking of the greatest rivalries, how can you not include Larry Bird in a Magic's finals opponents list? Of course we have to, because it's only the right thing to do. Larry Bird saw Magic 3 times in the finals, but only beat him once in 1984. Magic is one of the only top 10 players all time that Larry has a losing record against, at a 40% all-time record of 15-22 when he faced Magic. For reference, he has a winning record facing MJ with a 67.7 win percentage and a record of 23-11. At center, we have Moses Malone, who, like Dr. J, beat the Lakers in 1983. Moses finally led the 76ers to the promised land and got that team a much-deserved ring against one of the toughest teams in NBA history. Rest in peace to Moses Malone. So here are some of the best NBA Finals opponents starting fives. Let me know what you think of this list and what you want to see in the future. Don't forget to dunk on that like button and subscribe with notifications turned on. I'm Rebound Rewind, and I'll fast forward to you later.